Hi guys, if you're new here, I'm Shafrina and this is Lesh's Lab. Here we try to incorporate productive hobbies into our life. If you're ready for today's topic, let's dive in. A Greek Stoic philosopher once said, reading is a form of diet. It's not important how much you read, how long you read, but what you read. Let's find out what are the books I've read last year which actually shaped my life for 2025 and made me ready for the upcoming year. Book number one, Cal Newport's Deep Work. Deep work is the superpower of the 21st century. What is deep work? Deep work is the solution for ever distracting world. We are in the digital era and we cannot escape internet. And he says internet is not particularly harmful, but it's the social media, it's a distraction which is harmful. So if you know how to control it, you can utilize internet for your own benefit. And Cal Newport says in his book, there are three people who have an advantage in this new economy. Those who work with intelligent machines, those who are best in their field, those who have access to capital. He says the ability to do deep work is an increasingly valuable skill. If you're a student, an academia, and wish to accomplish something bigger in life, I recommend you to read this book. Ladies and gentlemen, deep work for you. Moving on, let's focus on the reality of life. Money. The book Psychology of Money. Money, money, money. This book talks about the compounding effect of money in all cases. I also read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Psychology of Money did not make me feel like I'm reading something money, money, money all the time. It's rather, it gives me a solution which says making money is not important, but how our behaviors around money affects how much of money we have. Getting money and keeping it are two different things. Few other things he talks about. Everybody talks about retirement and nobody does anything about it. Building wealth has nothing to do with our income, but rather a lot to do with spending pattern. Nothing is free in the world. Everything is attached to a bill. There's a room for blunder in finance as well, like in every other endeavors in life. And long-term financial goals are more important than short-term ones. And finally, he asks us to have faith in the world because historians and economists are not prophets. A financial event may look like the end of the world, but always human work has been having the ability to come up with better solutions and creative ones. So don't beat yourself up for the financial blunders. Move on, reinvent yourself. If you're investing, shut up and wait. The next book, I got it as my birthday gift. This book, Lines to Line, talks about longevity. According to Japanese, everyone has ikigai, the reason to be, the purpose for our very existence. This book evolves around the centenarians of Japan, especially from Okinawa, which has the highest number of people who have passed their 100 years and still living a healthy life. This book shows that our internal health, our food habits, passion, compassion, community make us live longer. There are 10 rules for Ikigai and I'm not going to read it out for you because I want you to read this book. So go to the bookstore, buy one, sit in a couch and read. And you can come back and comment on how you felt about reading this book. Moving on. The next book in our arsenal is Ego is the Enemy. If you want to tackle corporate world or life in general, I want you to go ahead and pick this one and read. The setback to achieve something for us does not come from the outside world. Rather, it's within us. Our ego. Our ego comes to us at the time of our growth. Sometimes it as a way of preventing us from achieving something or working under someone. There's a downfall to our ego. It prevents us from taking up opportunities which knocks at our door. Let me introduce to you my favorite book of the year. Stillness is the key. Let's find out what's it all about. If there's one line summary to this book, and I quote Ryan Holiday here, be the librarian who would say, meaning you take control of your life by shushing your thoughts from within, by focusing on the positive thoughts and ignoring the negative ones. The author quotes Marcus Aurelius in this book, stating that knowing what not to think about, what to ignore, and not to do is your first and foremost important job. And he says, before saying a word or do an action, always ask, is this necessary or am I reacting to ego? There's another important concept Ryan Holiday talks about in this book is garbage in, garbage out. And he says, what you consume, be it a thought, be it a perspective, be it information, an action. If it's a garbage, if it's a useless one, you will produce a useless action, useless thought, useless word. And he says, if you want good outputs, you have to take in good inputs. And he calls us to be in charge of our information diet. And to eliminate this unnecessary garbage, be brave enough and say, nope, not interested. This book calls us to take action from a perspective of, I am good enough, but not in an egoistic way. Thank you for watching Yasha's Lab. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Until I see you in the next video, stay tuned, take care, adieu.